Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in
Shade
the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nellz.
And today we are jumping into our review of The Life That Comes After the Lockup, Season 5, Episode 15. Don't, something about smells like bad decisions or something like
I
that.
think that is exactly what it smells like.
But yeah,
Smells like a
y'all,
bad decision.
as you can see, it's looking real Christmassy up in the Shade and City, lounge as we prepare to hit the holidays. So yeah, guys, thank you for being here, all of our new viewers and our Shade and City subscribers. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it and let's get shady. Tayler and Chance. Don't know why I got them, but this is what I got. So
Thank you.
you're stupid. Tayler calls Chance to let him know that they have a problem on their hands because, as we know, Bobo or Bobo or whatever his name is,
Babo.
he outside doing drive-bys outside their house. And she's still standing outside. So then Chance is pretending like he doesn't know what's going on and tells her that she needs to go inside the house. Common sense. Okay. But he lets her know that he gonna handle it. His homeboy is asking what's going on. Me and Nellz was just talking about the dirty feet limo guy. But yeah, he's talking to him and he explains how he owes Bobo $1,000. And so Tayler is questioning, like, why is he being so weird? And Chance is basically afraid because we all know he wants to marry Tayler. I'm still unclear why, but he wants to marry her and he knows that she already doesn't want to do it. And now with this, she's definitely not gonna want to do it. So then finally Tayler actually gets him to tell her what's going on. And obviously she's upset. And she tells him that a chance, but basically tells her that, until we get married, basically this is my business, not yours. And I would have been like, but you're in my house.
No, I think she actually had a good response. She was like, I don't want to find out all the mess after I marry you. I need to know what I'm getting myself into. And
Yeah,
then he threw like a little tantrum on the bed. He
yeah,
started
yeah.
kicking. I was like, what the hell?
Um,
Ain't he like 40?
right. So basically she's upset that he's been hiding the problem and he jumps up and acts like he's gonna go nowhere, but he don't got nowhere to go. And that was pretty much Chance and Tayler.
Next up is actually my favorite couple. I do actually like them. Justine and Michael. So they're headed to go meet up with their parents, their mothers, Sherry and Maria. Michael is not excited at all because last they knew they was planning on moving to Rhode Island. Now they got to let them know that, hey, no, guess what? We're moving to Vegas. So he knows this is really not going to be the best dinner. It's really not going to go well.
And
But
Mama
when they
ain't here
get
for
there,
it because she don't really care for Justine.
you said what?
I said, and Mama ain't here, and definitely ain't gonna be here for it because she don't really care for
No.
Justine.
When they get there, Maria has a gift for Justine. Hands her a gift bag and everything. It's a damn paternity test. I said, here we go again. This lady will not let up. Of course, everybody, including Justine, Sherry, and Michael, are offended. The only one that don't get it is Maria. Okay. His mom says that, she really don't give a damn. Apparently, she had a situation with her brother where he was taking care of a child that, didn't belong to him. So she's super skeptical, she feels like she has to do whatever she needs to do to
She
protect
feel
her
like the
son.
math ain't mathing.
She feels like he came home too soon and it happened too fast. I mean, really, all it takes is one time. So,
Well, there's that part.
now Michael feels like it's embarrassing. We got a whole paternity test sitting here on the table, and you're basically accusing my wife of being a cheater. Sherry felt the same way. She's like, you're saying my daughter's a tramp. No, well, I didn't mean it that way, but yeah,
No, that's how you
that's
meant.
it doesn't matter how you meant it. That's what it means. That's what it's saying. Okay.
What did Mel say? It's what's really in your heart that made you say that.
Girl, when she said that, but there was no response. There was no,
Right.
they didn't address that. But yeah, but like, I said, oh, Mel, he had the nail on the head. But basically, he let her know, this is the only woman I've ever been with who has made me feel the most secure, who's made me feel the most comfortable. You don't even have any reason to feel any doubt towards our relationship or felt like she was doing anything. So this is ridiculous. Now, he tells her it's disrespectful, and she basically says, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Couldn't have been my mama. Couldn't have been my mama. I
Well,
do like the fact that he stood up, though. He did stand up
yeah,
for
no,
her.
I do like the fact that he went to bat for her.
It don't seem like it's going to make a difference, but I mean, he ain't leave Justine just
I
hanging
don't
out.
know, that's gonna be awkward because if she puts up a fight and be like, oh, she can't go see the grandmother, the baby can't go see the grandmother, because I would be like,
Because that's
well,
basically what she's saying. When the grandbaby comes over to me, I'm
I'm
gonna
definitely
tell you.
swabbing their mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was saying.
And so I would be like, you just won't be seeing your grandchild. But then at the same time, then it would.
Well, I mean, she probably really won't because they'll be all the way in Vegas.
True, but then you know what I'm saying? Then it'll be like, well, why can't you know what I mean? It's like if
It's not. I don't think it'll be like a you can't. It's gonna be like because of distance. Basically, when you see your grandchild, you're gonna be here. I'm not sending my little baby all the way across the world. So, I mean, you can say what you want, but
well, let's get into
the foolishness.
the foolery,
The
foolish,
name of the damn show. The namesake of
right?
the show right now.
So Aris and Cameron, I don't know
He is
how.
can't get right. That's his name. Can't get right.
I just don't know how she can deal with the disrespect. Like when he's on, and has no fucks to give. But anyway, so we get into Aris and Cameron. Aris is looking for a home with her homegirl. I thought her name was like Priscilla or something like that. But she's looking for something in the 400K range. But only has a few weeks to find a home before she has her baby. So Cameron and her daughter are out at a nursery, and he's basically asking her how she feels about all the changes that are going on. And she says that it's been a lot, and he tells her not to be worried about that, worry about 10-year-old stuff. And then she's like, but I'm concerned about where we're gonna live, money. I shouldn't be worried
She
about
was
that.
like the fact that we was out here looking at trailers. I mean,
Right.
I'm worried about a roof over our head.
So
You involve me in that, but you don't want to give me the details.
right. So we also see Eris, she's telling her friend about this, crazy RV idea. And her homegirl's like, it sounds like you're doing everything on your own. No.
Especially since I'm here and he ain't.
Right. So Cameron then tells her daughter that, she's forever good, but admits that he's super overwhelmed. He plans on shooting his music video the next day and, says that his career has to work out. Eris says that, if he's up in that video losing his mind or acting a fool, she's gonna lose her mind. And I said, well, this is Cameron. He's going to act a fool. So,
Especially with some alcohol in his system.
right. So Eris walks in. And what is Cameron doing? On
Losing his
stage,
mind.
acting a fool. I mean, I won't say he was smacking. Yes, I do give him that. He just had the booty beside,
And I mean, like, face all in it, too. He was like.
Right. So she's trying to talk to him. She basically tells his ass to get off stage. And then she's trying to talk to him about the houses she saw. She's mad that, he's out here spending their money. She was like, I know he was doing something rap related, but I didn't know it was this. And he's like, I'm glad you don't get paid to think. I said, mother, and then tells her to stop stressing him and his child out.
She sounded like she was used to it. She was like, what? I'm not doing this
I'm
with
not
you
doing
right
this with
now.
you today. I
I
said,
was like,
oh. And then he tells her to go home and get out his face. And so basically she tells him he doesn't have to come home. And I said, it's the disrespect for me. And you just literally, you're full blown pregnant.
yeah. It was.
I wouldn't be surprised if trying to whoop his ass wouldn't have sent me into labor.
He just told you, stop stressing yourself and my baby out. Go have several seats.
Oh, okay.
Next up is Teresa's favorite, Bread and Joy, Joy Nami.
No,
That's her,
she
that's
has
her
failed
boo.
me again. She has failed me again.
That,
What type of woman leaves her child with a man that just
oh,
got
that's
out?
her. That's daddy.
Now, if y'all want to do that shit and play that shit at home, well, he should have been
What
at
you
the
said?
sister's house. He should have been at the grandparents' house while he's out
That's
looking for a
that's
job.
dad.
Hmm?
That's dad. So Red and Joy finally made it to the house. He was super excited to meet Sway finally. Joy's sister, Shauna.
I think it's Shoshana or Shauna, something like that.
Yeah, I think she called her Shauna.
Yeah, I think she calls her Shauna for short.
That's what we going with. She didn't seem too thrilled and basically told her, you need to give it a few years, see how he actually is before you actually jump that broom. Make sure this is actually what you want to do. And she really feels like they just got engaged too soon. Girl, wait till you find out that ring is from some little spinny little thing in the middle of the store at a gift shop, child. I'm sure it costs less than $10. So then Red is at home. He's playing hide and go seek with Sway. Um, Apparently he's been there, I think, a month now, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's just playing hide and go seek all day with this little boy because he ain't got nothing better to do. He ain't got no job, no nothing. In the middle of him playing this game, he gets a call from his sister Destiny. He let her know, Joy's been tripping on him. Every time his phone ring, every time he get a message, she all in it. She trying to figure out who he talking to, who that, why you always on your phone. And she told him that he need to come on back home. Okay. She like, we miss you here. We got homegirls that miss you here. They know you've been home for a minute. They ain't seen you. They trying to catch up. And
I said, look at the sister. She said, I'm gonna get my lick back.
but I told you this is why she wasn't giving that much energy because she know what it is. She know who her brother is. I told you. She know what it is, and it's gonna be all over TV too. Oh yeah, you gonna be embarrassed. No, I mean, you already gonna be embarrassed. Wait till you find out, girl, about Casper. But child, he about to go back home and go buck wild. Okay, now he is a little bit worried about telling Joy about him taking this trip, but he feels like this is the best time to do it. I ain't got no job, man. I ain't got nothing to do. I This is the best time to go mess with these bitches. Okay. My family missed me and
And
I
I
need a
can't do
break.
nothing here but babysit.
I can't even text and call who I want to without you down my throat. Yeah, hell yeah, the hell I'm going home.
Yep, that's her boo. That's her man.
That's her man's in
Yeah,
now.
right, that's her man's. So then we get into Kirok and Brittany. We actually didn't see Brittany at all this episode. Kirok is going to an interview for a job in HVAC plumbing. And then I was really proud.
Hey, yes, Kara, yes, land that job, homie.
Okay, he meets it was just the confidence of it all. Like I loved, and even with him being nervous, just the way he presented himself, like I could see why they were like, we absolutely want to
Yeah.
hire him. So
It was like,
sorry, we just gave
like, I don't even
spoiler
know
alert.
Kira, but it was a little proud moment. It was a little proud
Right.
moment for me.
But yeah, spoiler alert, so he got the job, right? But anyway, so then I guess we can skip past that. And then basically we see him at the gym and he's letting off some steam. Because his older brother Desmond that we saw back in last season when he was still locked up and Brittany had just got out. They believe he may have relapsed. Kirok isn't sure where he went wrong and feels partially guilty because he was locked up and felt like he could have been there to help out. And he learned while he was locked up that he actually was about to OD. And a friend actually came and
I think he
happened,
did. I think he did OD once.
and they had to administer Narcan to basically save his life. So then, Kirok is talking to his mom about the whole situation with his brother. And they're all trying to figure out what's going on with him. He's not answering the phone. They can't find him nowhere. He ain't pulling up. He's, doing his disappearing acts.
They calling, he ain't
So,
picking up.
right. So, now his mom's like, how could I have failed my children? She's all upset with herself because obviously Kirok's been in jail. Now her other son is, and then I think the other son had an unfortunate experience. So Kirok really done been through, well, his mama been through it. So yeah, but he reassures her that,
And she going through her own stuff too.
right.
Mm.
But he reassures her that, None of what they did is a fault of hers. And they made their own choices, and he basically says that they're grown. And he asked, his mom, why did she say anything? And she basically was like, she just didn't want him back in the hole because, he was already there a lot, apparently. And so, yeah, they plan on having like a little intervention and just trying to speak life and positivity into Desmond versus, being like, you gonna go to rehab. And hopefully it'll
Try to
work.
make me go to rehab. He said no,
I don't
no.
know. Let's hope he doesn't say no.
Well, he went before. He did the 30, 60, and the 90-day program.
Oh, didn't.
Mhm.
Oh, I missed that part. Dang.
Yeah, she said he did 30, 60, and 90. Because I think she really didn't want to believe that he was doing anything. Because she was like, well, I can
Yeah,
tell you he's
yeah.
not drinking. And he was like, Kerok was like, that's because he on that other stuff. He doing something else.
Well,
But it sounded like by him not answering these phone calls, he's saying no, no, no.
yeah.
No, 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 no. Okay, so next up is Blaine and Lindsey. Last
But
certain,
not least.
yes. So apparently Lindsey used to play basketball back in the day when she was pregnant. She was hiding it. So she decided she was gonna take Miley
Miley.
Grace to go play some b-ball, and she wanted to have a conversation with her. So she wanted to know how she felt about being a big sister now, newly big sister. She like, it's cool, whatever. It's
Right.
I ain't really got to do nothing, but
Right.
whatever. Then she asked how she feels about her and Blaine getting married. So Miley Grace is like, oh, it's not a big deal to me. Ain't nothing gonna change over him.
Well, she's what, 14, 15? Like, I feel like she's to a point where she's almost out the house, so she don't care.
Yeah. And Lindsay's like, oh, it definitely is gonna change. Hello, Blaine's gonna be like a parental figure to you. And basically have everything I'm allowed to tell you to do, he can. She's like,
Right.
yeah, no, I'm really not feeling that. No, I really ain't with it. Okay. And she said that she really doesn't feel like she'll ever see him as like a father figure. She's like, he cool, but he ain't my daddy.
And honestly, I'm gonna have to put respect on that little girl because I love when she was like, I've only known my grandma basically taking a shot at Lindsay, bitch. I'm just really learning you as mom. So
That's
what
really
you not gonna do is
that's
come up
really
in
that's
here and think you're
really
gonna make some man my father when you
that's
haven't
really
even been
where
mom.
I think she didn't want to say nothing on
Right,
camera, but really that's what it was giving. And I couldn't blame her because she's like, I'm trying to get used to you playing mommy. And now
right.
you want to add him to the mix too? Yeah, let's not.
Let's
Let's
not
not
do
do that.
that.
But what she needs to do is tell Miley, listen, he's an adult. I just need you to, respect him. Just have respect for him. But we ain't gotta be playing house and playing, daddy roles or whatever. So while Blaine now basically, she's talking to Miley about this while Blaine is over there talking to his daddy about how he don't even know if he even want to get married anymore or want to get married yet, because this girl constantly running off. She got all this time over her head. So she over here making whole life
I
plans.
feel like and this is terrible to say, I feel like she's like layaway Lindsay. Like she's just on borrowed time right now. Um, because she gonna go. I feel where Blaine's coming from. The probability of her going back to jail is very high.
I
So
don't
it's
want
like
to
she's
say
just on
that.
layaway right now. She just
I don't want to say this. So I did
I
see
don't want her to go back. Like I feel bad because I'm like, oh my God, look at even everybody sees it. She's accomplished a lot. She's changed her whole life around. I told you I actually like Lindsay,
it
but
was Trent. It was bad. Like last time she came home, I don't remember the dude that she was talking to, but he had messed with an inmate previously or whatever. And actually, that was the other time.
wasn't that Devontae or
Devontae, that was another
yeah,
time she came home. See, this is what I'm saying. You just don't want her to go back because now she has accomplished so much, and now she got Miley Grace back. But before it was like she really, I don't want to say like she didn't have anything to lose. She still had Miley Grace, but it was visitation and stuff. Now she has like a family and stuff. So it's like, girl, you better get it together. You better
right.
get it together. So actually, Lindsay went to go see Blaine's old lawyer, okay, about getting it together. Okay. She's trying to get the same deal that he got. What's crazy is when he took the deal and did house arrest and stuff like that, she was getting on him, talking mad stuff about how, oh, you did this, and I'm still on papers and da 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 da, worried about herself, like, but now she want the same deal. She want to get cut the same deal. But the lawyer said, listen, your case is not as easy, boo. You looking at 40 years.
You
Okay.
got
And it's
some,
gonna
you
cost you
got some
about 20.
special charges.
It's gonna cost you about 20K for me to even move these papers around my desk.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't be mad at him for being upfront with her. Like you said, to even move these papers around my desk, which I'm gonna need 20,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then, basically when her and Blaine left, they were talking about, letting Miley Grace know. He said that he feels like they should let her know sooner than later. She is really in no rush. She doesn't feel the need to
She
ruffle
doesn't
any
want to
feathers.
scare her. She doesn't have
Yeah,
to.
she don't want to ruffle no feathers if there's no need to. But
Especially since she just got there.
yeah. Now she also said that basically she don't know what she's gonna do, but she gotta come up with this money. Look. She was Mike Epps. She said, I gotta find a way to come up with this money.
Money. I swear
Okay.
I thought of that.
I gotta find a way
find
to
a way
come
to
up with
get
this
this
money. Okay. Only problem is she said she loved herself some Blaine, but she don't know if he gonna stick around doing no jail sentence. So that's another thing. Okay. She got a daughter. She got this man. She don't want to lose none of it. Okay. Then Lindsey met up with her homegirl, Six. Apparently she used to sell for her. Now they trying to figure out how they gonna come up with this money. Okay.
Now, you know what? This is the crazy part about it. And I understand that that's it. Unfortunately, that's how the world works for criminals. But the whole time when I was sitting here watching the scene, I said, I'm not sure what your situation is out here in these streets, but 95% of me believes that you being with someone else that's a felon or ex-con, um, the intent to distribute or collect is I just was like, you're getting your,
Well,
I get you, you're trying to pull yourself
it's
out.
not always, it wasn't, I don't know about all the money, but I know some of the money. I know one of the people that she called, she had loaned them money for
Or bail or something like that.
bailing them out and stuff like that. So I don't know why all these people owe her money, but I do know that people owe her money and now she's trying to collect. But she a little pussy. She basically said, listen, I'm sober now, okay? And I ain't G'd up without that stuff in my system. So this is why I got Six to do it for me. Six gonna be my collector. She gonna make the phone call. She gonna get my money back because I'm a little punk, okay? And I can't collect it myself. Look, if I was Six, I'd be like,
Just her even being in that situation, like I was just when I was watching it, I was like, Lindsey, what if you were to get pulled over? Like, I mean, yeah, you're going to collect. It just doesn't. If they run her records or something, they'd be like, you're not supposed to be with another, and they run Six's license, or if she got one, you know what I mean? It's just, and it's unfortunate. It is because obviously they don't make it easy for criminals to get on the straight and narrow, and you do owe so much money and stuff when you get out, and they want their money or they'll lock you back up. So it's unfortunate. And but I was like, why are we doing this? I was like, you are on the right path. Please don't do anything.
girl, so she ain't got to do 40 years.
I don't know. I'm rooting for Lindsey.
Or what, 10, right? It's 25% of it.
Yeah. Well, y'all drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think. But if you have not already, please make sure that you have hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
You subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And we want to thank you guys so much for getting us to that 600 subs mark. We appreciate it.
We over 600 now.
Let's keep growing. Let's keep glowing. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you all.
Yes,
and we will catch you next week for another review of the life after the lockup. Have a good night.
Good night.